There's been so much noise lately from the clickbait press and angry people on the internet about the changes to the highway code. It's sometimes easy to lose track of the fundamental issues themselves. The issues are complex and deeply rooted in human psychology. But rather than try to work all of those issues here, I'm going to try to address one question. Why doesn't the highway code force cyclists to use cycle paths when they are there? It seems a fair question. As a car driver, my perception of a cyclist when I see one is that they're in my way, slowing down the good flow of traffic, and the good flow of traffic is in all of our interests, right? So if they would just get out of the way, we could all live harmoniously together. I think that is how most decent people justify this question. But the entire premise of this thought process is flawed. Cycle paths aren't there for cyclists. Yeah, just think about that for a moment. Cycle paths aren't there for cyclists. Now, you're a sensible person, so you're thinking that this must be completely wrong. But if cycle paths aren't for cyclists, who the hell are they for? To answer that, we need to go all the way back to some of the issues surrounding transport policy, both in the UK and most Western countries. Think for a moment, if you had a magic wand, how would you improve the transport system? Well, of course, the first thing you would do is get rid of all the traffic congestion. The problem is that road traffic in the UK has gone up from 255 billion miles travelled in 1990, that's billion with a B, to 328 billion miles in 2018, an increase of 29%. So people are doing more and more journeys, and building roads is expensive. In fact, it costs around £30 million to build just 1 mile of motorway. And the latest figures show that maintaining the roads costs £11 billion per annum. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Driving cars on more and more roads is not really going to solve the issue of reducing traffic. The thing that would really solve the problem is getting people to drive their cars less. Before we get to the punchline, I'd just like to point out a couple of other things here. Road transport accounts for 20% of all of the UK's emissions. By driving combustion engine cars, we are damaging the environment. Cycling to places is healthy exercise. It's proven to have a range of benefits, including reducing weight, improving health, increasing your lifespan, and reducing depression, amongst others. Any person that exercises regularly is not only becoming healthier, they're reducing their economic burden on the National Health Service. So, if you haven't worked it out by now, we need to get people out of cars and into other forms of transport. Walking, trains, buses, bicycles, but not more cars. It isn't easy though. What do you think that people say when you ask them why they don't cycle to places? Why they don't encourage their kids to cycle to school, for example? One of the biggest reasons is that they say that they're frightened. They're frightened that the roads are dangerous. And then, if you ask them if they would cycle more if it was made safer by putting in a cycle lane, well, they say they would. And that is who the cycle lanes are for. They're for all the people who don't cycle yet. All of the people who are too scared or maybe even too lazy to get out there. So the next time you're in your car, and see a person riding a bike in the road and not in the cycle lane, don't ask why they aren't in the cycle lane. Firstly, thank them for reducing the traffic, reducing emissions, reducing the demand for petrol, which makes it cheaper for you, reducing the burden on the NHS, reducing taxes and making it more available to you. And after doing all of that, more importantly, ask yourself why you are in your car and not in the cycle lane.